a delicious Mediterranean-inspired pita sandwich. Let's talk about it. Welcome to the channel. In this cook, we will be demonstrating an easy, delicious, healthful pita pocket sandwich filled with delicious grilled eggplant and spices. The Mediterranean influences in this recipe are exceptional. So let's get started. This is a production of Larry Under Pressure.
Hello everybody and welcome to today's demonstration. Today we're using the Dash Mini Grill. The grill being the unit that has the ridges built into the plates rather than the griddle that has the flat plates. You could use either, or you could use any kind of a device that you could grill in. You could actually use a waffle iron if you wanted to. So what we're going to fix is a real healthy, good Mediterranean inspired dish. We've got some slices of eggplant, and these slices are just cut right off of the eggplant itself, and they're about 3/4 of an inch thick. And what we're going to do initially with them is we're going to spray them with some olive oil to get them moistened up and ready for cooking. And we're going to ultimately we're going to cook them and get them nice and tender in the grill. And then we're going to spice them up with some all-purpose Greek seasoning and end up putting them on pita bread and eating them that way. They're really good. In my testing, they've come out great. So to start with, we're going to put the first one, if I can hang on to this. My fingers are slippery because I got olive oil on them. We're going to put the first one in, and they need to be in here for about 7 minutes so they get nice and tender. So when you put them in the pita, they are good and chewy. So we're going to let that cook for about 7 minutes, and then I'll be back and we'll switch it out with another one. It's been cooking in the preheated dash for about 3.5 minutes, which is half the cooking time. So I'm going to turn it over. Even though this cooks on both sides, it seems like they do better if you turn them over. Look at the grill marks, pretty. And we're going to let it continue on until it's done for the 7 minutes, and I'll be back and we'll take it out and switch it with another one. It's been 7 minutes since that went in, and we turned it at 3.5. So let's take it out and put another one in. Look how pretty the grill marks are. We're going to put it out over there, put this in, and we need to make sure that we've got plenty of olive oil sprayed on it. That just enhances the flavor and makes them cook better. Put that on the grill, and we're going to cook that for 7 minutes, turning it at 3.5 too. So I'm going to finish these all 4 up off camera, and then we'll move to the next phase, which is making our pita sandwiches out of them and talking about what we can do to tremendously enhance the flavor. So stay tuned and we'll get through to it and show you how it's done. The 4th and final eggplant steak is done. It just finished its 7 minutes. So we can take it out and put it over with the others and move on to the next phase of what we're going to do. The first thing I'm going to do before I get too much into it is I'm going to spray all of them with another coating of olive oil just for flavor, and then I'm going to use some all-purpose Greek seasoning and there'll be a link to this Greek seasoning as well as a link to the Dash Mini Grill in the information below. There'll be a full recipe and the link to both of these items because they're tried and true. I know they both work well. We've got that ready, so I'll be back in just a minute and we'll go ahead and start assembling the pitas. The next thing we're going to do is cut the pita so we expose the pocket. and then we can fill it. Now I'm using just the eggplant, and I'm going to enhance it. We've already put some of the all-purpose Greek seasoning on it. I'm also going to use some Olive Garden Italian dressing on it, which isn't really consistent because it's not Mediterranean per se, but we're going to use it because I like the flavor of it on it. But you could use anything you wanted. You could add tzatziki sauce, you could add cucumbers, you could add any kind of cheese, feta cheese, goat cheese, tomatoes, lettuce, raw spinach, whatever. There are a million things you could add to it to really enhance the flavor. So let's go ahead and put a couple of these in here, show you what it looks like. You can see how those look in there. They look really delicious. And then I'm going to pour in just a little bit of this Olive Garden salad dressing to really bring the flavor up a notch. There might be a more graceful way to do that, but that works for me. Then I'm going to do the second one the same way. These are, I just can't tell you how delicious these are. They're really good, real fresh, real enjoyable. And as I said, you can make them your own, and there's all kinds of things you can do with them. And if you have some great ideas, it'd be great if you'd leave them in the remarks below so we could share it with everybody. I'll be back in just a minute and we'll give these a taste test. These are all finished and ready to go, so let's take a bite. Oh wow, that's unbelievable. Fresh, delicious, low fat, and the Olive Garden dressing really adds a lot to it, adds a kick to it, along with the Greek seasoning. I highly recommend this dish and suggest that you try it. It's simple, easy, delicious, doesn't cost a lot, and very good for you. If you enjoy this, I'd please ask you to subscribe to the channel. It helps us tremendously. If you need one of the grills and some of the spices, please order them through our site here. It helps us and doesn't cost you any more. And also, if you subscribe and like, it helps the algorithm to get out to more people. We appreciate it and always enjoy putting on these demonstrations for you. And we'll see you for the next one.
We truly appreciate your joining us for our video. If you're a returning subscriber, you know we love you. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe and help the channel get out to more viewers. It costs you nothing. Below, you'll find a copy of this recipe along with Amazon purchase links for items used in the video. Until next time, this is Andrew, the voice of Larry Under Pressure. Take care.